Evening, my friends. Top 10 beautiful American destinations during fall. With the last video we done in this, I absolutely loved it. I'm excited to see how beautiful American can really get during the fall, during autumn, when the color palette is just that kind of orangey, browny, dark greeny. It's all the colors. It's beautiful. If you are new here, my name is Adam, and you're beautiful. I'd love it if you could subscribe, like the video, give me that thumb love. Let's do this.
Welcome to Mojo Travels.
Well, thank you very much,
we're
Emily.
counting down our picks for the top 10 beautiful American.
What the fuck is this?
Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to
They're all
subscribe
right.
to Mojo Travels and ring the bell.
Couple
to
of
be
dodgy
notified
ones in there,
about our
Emily, can't
latest
lie.
Videos.
Here we go.
For this list, we're looking at some of the most charming and scenic American getaways for
God
autumn.
damn.
What's your favorite fall getaway?
Isn't that Mount Fiji?
Number 10, Door County, Wisconsin. If you're the
Door
sort of traveler
County?
who's looking for breathtaking fall foliage,
God damn.
you've come to the right place. And by that, we mean both this video and Door County, Wisconsin. Within the American Midwest,
Oh
you're
my
hard-pressed to locate
goodness.
a more stunning display of colors than those found here in mid-October. Whether you're the outdoorsy type who likes to immerse yourself in the
Bro. Is this a fake image? Am I looking at a real road right now, or is this a cartoon? Can someone please confirm to me that you fucking... Who decided that this should be a curly road? Why didn't we just build a straight road? All right.
by
Looks
going
fun, though.
hiking, or if you prefer to appreciate the view from the comfort of a rental cottage, Door County can oblige. Coastal views certainly don't hurt either. As if the
Oh
scenery
my
isn't
God,
enough,
man,
the
look
state of
at
Wisconsin is commonly referred to as America's Dairyland. We're not sure about you, but we think that few things pair better with the autumn colors
Jeez.
than a cheese tasting.
Oh,
Number 9,
Fucking
Mount
love
Shasta,
cheese.
California. When you think of fall getaways, chances are that California isn't the first state that comes to mind.
wait a minute. This isn't California. Is this California? Wait, hold on a minute.
Shasta,
is!
California. When you think of fall getaways, chances are that California isn't the first state that comes to mind.
No, it's
To
not
be
at all.
clear, the Golden State is blessed with pleasant weather pretty much all year round, but that largely robs the hotspots of that quintessential fall vibe. Exploring the Mount Shasta area, you'll find a completely different side of California,
thought
one that the
California was
average
just
trip to
warm.
Cali totally overlooks. Mount Shasta and the Greater
Oh
Shasta
my
Trinity
goodness.
National Forest are located along the state's northern border near Oregon. The colors here might not be as vibrant as those found in the American Northeast, but they're impressive in their own right.
What a beautiful
Besides,
place.
the sheer beauty of the Northern California wilderness makes up the difference. Following the McCloud and Sacramento rivers is especially enjoyable. Number 8, Lakes Region.
Oh my, can you imagine sitting on this rock right now eating a sandwich? Just eating your favorite sandwich in the whole world. You got your AirPods in and you're listening to some beautiful music overlooking that. I feel like whenever you do have you finish your sandwich, your juice, your listen's finished, and you just jump off, mate. Just jump off, because life will not get any better after seeing this type of view and eating a sandwich here, man. That's all I'm saying.
New Hampshire. Not willing to compromise on the foliage front? No problem, you're still spoiled for choice. The Lakes region of New Hampshire is among the greatest displays of autumn colors anywhere in
That
America.
is so awesome.
And given that the loosely defined area encompasses dozens
Look
of
at
lakes,
that.
it's not hard to find your own little slice of paradise.
Half of these images don't
The
even look
region
real.
actually hits its peak during the summer months, when people come from far and wide to enjoy the beaches and practice various water sports. When the crowds head home, however, the region is utterly transformed, going from a bustling family vacation getaway to a place of rest and
Aw.
relaxation, a natural
Canada flag.
environment in which to recharge. Though the weather cools down beginning in September, it remains perfect for nature treks, horseback riding, and apple picking.
Spack riding?
Number 7, Stowe, Vermont.
What is
When you
spack
hear
riding,
Stowe,
man?
chances are that you think skiing or snowboarding. And you're not wrong. After the summer ends, however, but before that oh-so-inviting powder gets dumped on Mount Mansfield, something magical happens. The leaves change. Hiking and mountain biking are two of the most popular
Why
fall
does that
pastimes
happen, though?
around Stowe, but many will tell you that looking at the fall foliage is an activity unto itself. Stowe boasts the most colorful trees in all of Vermont, and there are those who think it's a contender for best in all of the United States. Whether you embark
I feel like this is just like a paying homage to how foreigners like me to you don't really understand how big America is, because I just said I thought California was like, in my head, California is like a city. I didn't realize it had all the mountains and forests. I didn't know that was the thing. No idea. Look at this. I know this is not California, we're in a different spot, but still, look at it. Take it in.
Park on a scenic drive, take to the water by canoe, or decide to venture out on the trails, you're sure to be awestruck by the scenery. For a highlights reel, consider joining a guided tour. For an even more unique perspective, try ziplining, which is becoming an increasingly popular fall activity in and around Stowe. Number 6. West Glacier, Montana. This is another destination that might disappoint those in search of fiery red foliage.
Oh, God.
But who decided that that's the standard for autumn beauty? West Glacier, most famous for Glacier National Park, is essentially painted a golden yellow during the fall months.
That is still beautiful.
The resulting site is utterly unlike the foliage of the East Coast, sure, but it's breathtaking in its own right, especially if you've seen the area at its most green and lush. Crowds dissipate substantially when school starts up again, meaning that fall in West Glacier is inherently peaceful. This has the added benefit of the local wildlife being far more present and easy to spot. Please note, most of the park's facilities are closed by early October, so only experienced campers should consider staying on site. Thankfully, there are plenty.
I feel like that's probably something that you can, not that you need to, but you'll appreciate something like this a lot more if you can see it before the leaves change, right? If you can see what it looks like before the leaves change. So if you live there throughout the whole year, you're probably seeing loads of green everywhere, and then you get to actually experience with your own eyeballs it changing to different colors. I feel like that would be awesome to see. I think that would be so cool to see. It'd be like a whole totally different environment, wouldn't it?
Of local rental properties.
We only have about 3 trees in the whole of Ireland,
Aspen,
so we didn't really get this.
This is a destination that requires
Aspen.
little introduction. And in this
I've
case,
heard of this.
that might actually work against it. As far as West Coast fall getaways go, Aspen is about as picturesque as it gets. The only problem? People know it, and that means it can get a little crowded, even in autumn. That being said, prices aren't nearly as competitive as during ski season, so you've still got that working in your favor.
I think Aspen was the place in Dumb and Dumber. Speaking of ass, I stream over on Twitch. I got a message the other day from someone saying, Adam, I didn't realize this is what streams were. I thought they were all World of Warcraft, gaming, competitive. My streams are basically just like this, chat. It's just chatting with you guys, having a bit of laugh, playing some games with you, talking, watching shit. Basically a live stream version of what you see right here. So if that interests you, check out the pinned comment. There's a surprise in there if you click it and follow. Trust me. The
aesthetic appeal of Aspen speaks for itself year-round, but when the trees turn golden yellow and orange in the fall months, there's an extra bit of magic in the air. To immerse yourself in the fall foliage, consider taking a walk in Hunter Creek Valley, where the colors are at their most impressive. Of course, the landscape of peaks and valleys surrounding Aspen means that you'll have scenic views any direction you look. Number 4. Bar Harbor, Maine. Let's begin by addressing what is surely your most pressing concern. Does fall coincide with lobster season?
Okay.
Well, you see, in Maine, there isn't nearly as strict of a lobster season as you may have encountered elsewhere in your travels.
Maine is in the northeast, right?
So yes, rest assured that you can enjoy the autumn scenery and get yourself a full lobster dinner. Maine is richer than most when it comes to quaint coastal towns and villages. Even so, most people agree that Bar Harbor is among the most picture-perfect towns in the state, if not all of New England.
Gorgeous!
A big part of the appeal is not only the town itself, but also Acadia National Park, which is located just southwest of our destination. The vast tracts of unspoiled wilderness,
I would love to just go and walk around there, bro.
Colors never fail to top even the highest expectations.
What a beautiful place, man.
Number 3. Saugerties, New York. Not only do New Yorkers get to live in one of the most culturally rich and vibrant cities in the world, but they're also relatively close to some of America's best fall foliage. Between the Catskills and the Adirondacks, New York State has got natural space galore. And truly, you won't go wrong with Saugerties.
This is what I mean when I said earlier on, we didn't really understand or comprehend how big America is. Whenever I think of New York, I think of yellow taxis and big buildings, concrete jungle. That's what I think of, man. If you got somebody from Northern Ireland, where I live right now, and you said, where is that? Or if you asked them, is this New York? True or false? I'm guaranteeing you right now, everyone in this country, 100% on no, it's not New York.
To some of America's best fall foliage. Between the Catskills and the Adirondacks, New York State has got natural space galore. And truly, you won't go wrong with Saugerties. The town of 20,000 is not only nestled between the Catskills Mountains and the Hudson River, but dating back to the times of Dutch settlement, it boasts any number of historic buildings, homes, outdoor activities, and various agricultural experiences. Altogether, it makes for an epic fall getaway with amazing foliage.
God
Number
damn.
2, Great Smoky Mountains,
Tennessee.
Tennessee and North Carolina. So named because of the fog that
How
often
many trees
descends on the
America
area,
got, bro?
Tennessee's Great Smoky Mountains take the term atmospheric to, well, new heights. The region, which includes Great Smoky Mountains National Park, is a great choice in spring, summer, or fall. But early October through November is when the landscape is at its most
I
impressive.
just love to walk
Because of the various elevations, it's most
completely naked round the middle of that road with the trees and the wind just blowing and leaves blowing all over me, man.
impressive. Because of the various elevations in the area, the Great Smoky Mountains offer a longer window of time in which to see the fall colors than most destinations.
Ain't one with
If you're
nature.
visiting on the earlier side of the season, take a drive up Clingman's Dome Road for a breathtaking view. By early November, the best coloring has descended to lower elevations. To ensure that you get the sort of fall foliage you're hoping for, it pays to check in on the status of
burnt?
the leaves as your travel date approaches and adjust accordingly. Number 1, Blue Ridge Parkway, Virginia and North Carolina. We've seen and discussed some beautiful fall destinations today. But if you're a photographer, or just the sort of traveler who prioritizes beautiful landscapes and scenery above all else, this is the clear choice. The Blue Ridge Parkway isn't just a good place to see the fall foliage. A more accurate description
my
is that
God.
it's an ocean of fall colors. And by
What
loading into
the
the car
hell?
and taking a trip along the parkway, you can essentially set sail on the sea of yellow, orange, and red. Autumn is when it shines brightest. And with plenty of fall-centric things to see and do along the way, it's the whole package. Also, if you have time for a multi-state trip, the parkway will eventually take you to our previous entry, Tennessee's Great
That is awesome. Yet again, America makes me hate where I live. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Above all else, if you can, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Peace.